Here's the thing. Most beginners don't lose money in investing because they picked the wrong stock. That's the story they tell themselves, but it's not the truth. They lose money because they ignore the very first rule, the one that decides whether investing works at all for you. And what's crazy is this rule has nothing to do with stocks, crypto, real estate, or returns. It's psychological, and if you miss it, everything else breaks. Now look, beginners love asking, what should I invest in? That question alone already tells me they're about to mess this up, because the first rule isn't about what you buy, it's about how long you stay invested. This is where it gets interesting. The first investing rule beginners ignore is this. You don't make money by being right, you make money by staying in the game, and almost nobody talks about that. According to Dalbar studies, the average investor underperforms the market by 3 to 4% every single year, not because the market is rigged, not because investing doesn't work, but because people panic, jump in late, jump out early, and repeat the cycle. Now you might be thinking, okay, but I'm different, I'm disciplined. Here's what most people don't realize. Discipline doesn't show up when things are calm. Discipline shows up when your portfolio is down 20% and your brain is screaming at you to do something. That's when beginners break the first rule. Let me explain it with a simple example. If you invested $10,000 into the S&P 500 and missed just the 10 best days over a 20-year period, your returns would be cut by more than half. Miss 20 best days, you barely make money at all. And here's the kicker. Those best days usually happen right after the worst days when fear is highest. So when beginners say, I'll just wait until things look better, what they're actually saying is, I'll miss the recovery. This is psychology, not math. The human brain hates uncertainty. Loss aversion makes losses feel about twice as painful as gains feel good. So beginners don't just fear losing money, they fear feeling stupid. And that fear causes them to sell at the worst possible moment. Here's the metaphor. Investing isn't like driving a car where you can slam the brakes. It's like flying a plane. Overcorrecting causes the crash. Now look, this is why the first real investing rule is boring and uncomfortable. Your strategy must survive your emotions. If you can't emotionally stick with it, it doesn't matter how smart it looks on paper. This is where beginners mess up again. They copy advanced strategies before mastering the basics. Individual stocks, options, crypto rotations. But complexity doesn't protect you. It amplifies mistakes. According to Vanguard research, over 90% of long-term investment returns are explained by asset allocation and behavior, not stock picking. That means what you own and how you behave matters more than picking winners. Now, you might be thinking, so should I never sell? No, that's not the rule either. The rule is having a plan before emotions show up. Wealthy investors decide their rules when they're calm, not when markets are bleeding red. Here's what most people don't realize until it's too late. The biggest risk in investing isn't losing money, it's never letting compounding do its job. Compounding only works if you don't interrupt it. And interruptions usually come from fear disguised as being careful. So let me recap what we just did. We exposed the first investing rule beginners ignore: staying invested beats being right. We talked about why emotions sabotage returns, how behavior matters more than intelligence, and why simple strategies outperform complex ones for most people. If you understand this rule, everything else in investing gets easier. If you ignore it, no strategy will save you. If this video added to what you know about money and investment, hit that subscribe button because we've got a lot more to discuss on this channel. Drop a comment and let me know, what's one thing that makes investing feel scary or confusing for you? I read every comment and I genuinely want to know. Thanks for watching. I'll be glad to see you in the next one.